This is the WP Week podcast, powered by Profile Press and WP Job Openings. Another week brings another wave of activity across the WordPress landscape. Here are the updates, insights, and stories that stood out. Profile Press lets you sell subscriptions, digital downloads, courses, and restrict content with Stripe and PayPal integrations. And WP Job Openings is the easiest way to set up a professional career page and start accepting applications in just minutes. This week, across the WordPress ecosystem, there's a new experiment on WordPress.org designed to give promising plugins a chance to shine. Nick Hamsey announced the Featured Plugins Experiment, an initiative aimed at highlighting newer, high-quality plugins that might otherwise struggle for visibility. To qualify, plugins must have fewer than 10,000 active installs, be less than 12 months old, have no open security vulnerabilities, be compatible with the latest WordPress release, and have received an update within the past 6 months. Every 2 weeks, 8 plugins are selected based on technical quality, ecosystem fit, and developer engagement. The entire process is tracked openly, and feedback is welcomed through the #FeaturedPlugins channel on Slack, making the initiative a transparent effort to surface innovation within the plugin ecosystem. Around the broader WordPress project, several updates and discussions are underway. A WordPress contributor dashboard pilot has launched, mapping contributor activity across the Make WordPress teams into a contributor ladder framework. The dashboard aims to help the community better understand how contributors get started, how they grow, and where their efforts fit within the broader project. Meanwhile, the WordPress Campus Connect-specific mentor program is being retired and merged into the existing Event Supporters program. Destiny Canos shared that with clearer documentation and stronger processes now in place, this change simplifies mentorship, while allowing more contributors to support WPCC events through a scalable structure integrated into existing handbooks and training resources. Feedback is also being sought on improving the release party testing phase. Jonathan Desrosiers highlighted several challenges during testing, including an overwhelming volume of messages in the core Slack channel, overly generic test scenarios, unclear reporting processes, and limited follow-up once the testing party concludes. The goal is to gather ideas from the community to make release testing more effective and easier for contributors to participate in. Developers are also exploring real-time collaboration in the block editor. A recent developer note explains how collaboration behaves within the editor, including how meta boxes can disable collaborative editing, ways developers can customize syncing behavior, and the common challenges plugin developers might encounter. On the release front, WordPress 7.0 Beta 3 has been published, bringing more than 148 updates and fixes since the Beta 2 release. These include around 70 improvements in the editor and 78 updates in WordPress core. The WordPress AI Experiments plugin has also moved forward with version 0.4.0, introducing image generation directly within the editor and media library, along with AI-assisted review notes designed to streamline content feedback. Documentation on WordPress.org has also received an upgrade. Dion Hulse shared that most WordPress.org sites can now output documentation in Markdown, making it easier for AI agents and other automated tools to read, parse, and learn from official WordPress content. From a security perspective, the latest WordFence Intelligence Vulnerability Report covering February 23 through March 1 revealed 204 vulnerabilities across 77 plugins and 119 themes. WooCommerce has also released version 10.5.3, a release that improves security for the store API batch endpoint by fixing path validation that could allow malicious requests to bypass nonce checks. Outside the immediate WordPress space, a few broader tech stories are worth noting. The creator of NanoClaw shared frustration after discovering that Google ranks a fake website above the project's official site, despite strong signals like GitHub stars, press coverage, and structured data. Meanwhile, OpenAI has updated its privacy policy as advertising expands within ChatGPT. The changes allow advertisers to run personalized ads without accessing users' chats, aiming to keep targeting privacy-friendly while maintaining data protection. Within the community, several surveys are open to gather insights from WordPress professionals. The WP BizDev Black Friday 2025 survey is collecting feedback from businesses about what worked and what didn't during their campaigns, and participants who complete it before March 20 have a chance to win a partner membership valued at $199. The admin bar has also launched the 5th edition of its WordPress agency survey, inviting agencies and freelancers to share anonymous insights on revenue, pricing, services, growth, and the growing influence of AI across their businesses. Event news continues to roll in as well. The Checkout Summit 2026 has introduced a founding contributor initiative, offering recognition on the website along with event credit worth double the contributor's contribution for the next summit. Registrations are also now open for the Web Agency Summit 2026, a completely free 4-day event scheduled from April 27 through April 30. WordCamp Asia 2026 has announced its 7th round of speakers, including Chiharu Nagatomi of MGN Komin Ltd., Chirag Patel of Multidots Inc., Fumiki Takahashi of Taroski Inc., and Mayur Kishwani of Multidots Inc. Youth camp registrations have also opened, and the official WAPU for the event has been revealed. Named Wapulika, the design was created by Arundhati Kane, who also designed the youth camp WAPU. The organizing team has additionally published a practical guide to help attendees set up SIM cards, internet connectivity, and UPI payments when arriving in India. Several tools and plugins across the ecosystem are also seeing new releases. Yoast SEO has introduced schema aggregation in collaboration with NL Web, an opt-in feature that organizes a site's structured data into a single connected schema map, so search engines and AI systems can better understand content relationships. Advanced Forms for ASEV version 1.9.3.7 adds a copy-to-clipboard button for form shortcodes and fixes an HTML display issue affecting ACF 6.7 and newer versions. Accessibility Checker version 1.38.0 introduces a new block editor sidebar showing accessibility scan results and navigation tools, along with improved issue management and several interface enhancements. Highlight and Share version 6.0 reorganizes the sharing tab, adds a global save bar, and introduces per-post highlight and sharing controls. Caddy 3.0 has launched as a major rewrite that removes the jQuery dependency and introduces faster cart updates using the WordPress Interactivity API and WooCommerce Store API, along with broader performance improvements. Jetpack 15.6 adds customizable social posts for each network, AI-powered image generation, a redesigned preview modal, a unified sharing history, and a pre-publish confirmation step. Flowmatic 6.0 introduces AI agents for building intelligent workflows, an MCP client for connecting to external tools, and several new core modules. Ivyform 0.9 brings customizable rating fields for structured feedback, a new HTML field, and additional usability improvements. Fluent CRM 3.0 beta introduces built-in SMS marketing, a refreshed interface, a Gutenberg native email builder, and a transition to Vue 3. Brizzy AI is now integrated directly into WordPress, allowing users to generate entire website layouts or even full websites from the dashboard. OpenChannels.fm has also expanded its content network with a new YouTube channel featuring video episodes, shorts, and curated clips, along with 2 new newsletters: Backtalk, which highlights memorable insights from past conversations, and Open Channels Rewind, a weekly roundup of network content. Additional tools are appearing across the ecosystem as well. WP Zoom user history has arrived in the plugin repository, allowing administrators to track changes to user profiles with a complete activity log on the edit page. TranslatePress users can now assign unique domains or subdomains per language using the Different Domain per Language add-on. Cyprian Popescu is also looking for testers for the Blueprint Exporter plugin, which allows WordPress site configurations to be exported as WordPress Playground Blueprint JSON files. iDevelopment continues to expand within the ecosystem. James LePage shared progress on updating extended providers experiments in the WordPress AI plugin, adding more connectors to integrate with external services. Outside of WordPress, Minimal CMS has emerged as a lightweight flat file CMS inspired by WordPress architecture, storing content in Markdown files and configuration in JSON without requiring a database. A number of interesting tools and experiments are also making their way into the community. The RFP pre-qualifier skill for Claude Desktop helps agency owners quickly evaluate incoming RFPs and identify potential red flags before committing time. Font Crafter, created by Chris Perillo, allows users to generate a custom handwriting font directly in the browser for free. Community reflections and conversations are also shaping the ecosystem. Satyam Vishwakarma recently shared a personal milestone, marking 6 years with WordPress and reflecting on a journey that began with experimenting with websites in a small town and grew into a full career within the ecosystem. Jamie Marsland has also raised a question about the adoption of block themes, comparing growth between themes like Ollie and Cadence, and wondering whether slower adoption could signal that block themes still feel complex for many users. Contributor sponsorship and open source support continue to evolve. Elementor is now sponsoring David Levine to contribute to the WordPress core AI team. Pavel Chirici conducted a poll on WordPress team growth, with results showing that 27.1% of respondents reduced their team size, 28% remained the same, 6.8% grew their teams, and 38% are now operating solo. In the broader open source ecosystem, Lydia Halley announced a new initiative called Claude for Open Source, offering 6 months of free Claude Max 20x access to maintainers and core contributors. Matt Mullenweg commented that he has applied for WordPress and can point to the top 10 volunteer contributors who could benefit from the program. There's also a leadership update in the social media space. Jay Graber announced she is stepping down as CEO of Blue Sky to take on the role of Chief Innovation Officer. Tony Schneider, former CEO of Automatic and partner at True Ventures, will step in as interim CEO while the company searches for a permanent chief executive. Finally, a range of new WordPress projects are emerging. WP Banana by Balazs Pillar allows users to generate and edit AI images directly within the WordPress admin. InstaWP CLI introduces tools for creating WordPress sites, syncing files and databases, running remote WP CLI commands, and integrating with AI agents, with early access available through Vikas Singhal. MCP WPDB from Brad Vincent adds read-only database query and schema inspection tools to the MCP adapter plugin. Other new plugins include Excerpt Check by Tom McFarlane, which prompts authors to add an excerpt before publishing a post. Weber Zone Link Warnings, which alerts users when links open in new tabs or lead to external sites. WP Astro MCP by Varun Dubey provides an MCP server designed to help migrate WordPress sites to Astro. Local WP CLI by Aslam Doctor introduces a Claude Code skill that allows developers to run WP CLI commands against local by Flywheel sites directly from Claude. Sure Cookie is also in development as a new Cookie Consent Manager plugin, with early access signups now open. Activity Log provides detailed tracking of user logins, content changes, plugin and theme activity, and other critical WordPress events. Curamedics, designed by Tarek Reza, is a lightweight responsive theme built for clinics, hospitals, and healthcare professionals. And Tufteblocks, created by Derek Hansen, is a typography-focused block theme inspired by the design philosophy of Edward Tufte, emphasizing generous margins, serif typography, and minimal visual ornamentation. That wraps up this week's roundup, packed with releases, milestones, new tools, and plenty of movement across the ecosystem. Thanks for listening to the WP Week podcast, sponsored by Profile Press and WP Job Openings. We'll catch you next week with more stories from the world of WordPress.